Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are really well. It feels like ages since I did a proper sit down video. I feel like all my last videos have been vlogs, but it feels really good to be sat back down and filming another video for you. As you can tell by the title, this is a baby name tag video and it's actually been a whole year since I last did this. So my lovely friend SJ Strum is a total baby name expert. If you don't follow her already, I will pop all of her details below, so her Instagram and her YouTube channel. Mainly her YouTube channel is about baby names, but she also films videos about parenthood and lifestyle and fashion and food and all of that good stuff. But yeah, baby names is her thing. She has got some amazing videos on all sorts of different types of baby names, so if you are into baby names, which I'm assuming you are because you've clicked on this video, then make sure you head over there. But she's created this tag. She did one last year, so I'll pop the link to my baby name tag last year below. And yeah, this is the brand new one. So I'm just going to jump straight into it and answer SJ's baby name questions. So question number one is, what name do you love but you're too scared to use? So this might be a bit of a weird one because it's not a very unusual name at all, but I think it's a bit of a scary name to use because I worry that people would shorten it. And all will become clear when I reveal the name. The name is Bobby and I absolutely love the name Bobby. I think it's so cute, I think it's really cheeky, I think it really matches Harry really well. The only thing is, I don't like the name Bob, and I just think that if you're going to call your baby Bobby, there's always someone that's going to shorten it to Bob, and it just kind of worries me that if I ever had a son and called him Bobby, that everyone would just call him Bob, and then I would just really regret the name. So yeah, that is the name that I absolutely love, but I am too scared to use. Question number two is the favourite name from your family tree or your ancestry. So I really liked this question. I don't have a huge family tree and family history or anything like that, but I already knew what name I was going to pick as soon as I read this. So my nan's middle name was Alfreda, and I just think that that is one of the most beautiful names I've ever heard. If I had quite adventurous names, like if mine and Scott's name was more adventurous and Harry's was more adventurous, if I had a girl, I would definitely use the name Alfreda. Perhaps I'll use it as a middle name one day. I just think that it's just really beautiful. It kind of sounds a bit Scandinavian or something like that. I mean, I am not very clued up on my baby names like SJ is, but yeah, I just think it kind of sounds a little bit German or Scandinavian or something. I suppose I also better mention the name Jack, as that was my granddad's name. So it wasn't the name that he was born with. He was in the Navy, and when you're in the Navy, people got called Jack apparently, and it stuck and everybody knew him as Jack. His actual name was Henry, which is really strange because Harry's middle name is Jack and Harry is short for Henry. So yeah, we kind of subconsciously did that, and I really liked the name Jack anyway, and it just helped that it was my granddad's name too. Number three is, what unpopular name do you think should make a comeback? Now I found this quite hard because I wasn't really sure what is an unpopular name, so I just decided to pick two names that I don't really hear very often but I really like. So I've picked a girl's and a boy's name. So the girl's name that I think that I really like but I don't hear is Adeline, and I first heard it when there was a really cheesy film with Blake Lively in, I watch anything with her in, called Age of Adeline, and I just thought that it was a really pretty name. It's kind of a little bit like Alfreda. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like it rolls off the tongue and sounds really pretty, but I don't think it's a very popular name. And then the boy's name I've decided to pick, which I never ever hear but I really like, is Leonard. And whenever I see it written down, I don't like the way it looks because I think it looks like Leonard and I just don't like that. But I believe it's pronounced Leonard, and I just think that that's a really cool name. I think baby Leonard or like a grown-up called Leonard just sounds really cool. Number four is, what name did you love growing up? So I've actually got two names because they just spring to mind immediately, and they're both quite, like, I've got funny stories for both of them. So the first name that I absolutely loved when I was growing up was Anastasia, and I don't know why, but my middle name is Anne, very boring, and I decided to just turn it into Anastasia. So I just started telling people that my name was Lucie Anastasia Herridge. So I actually used to write it at school that my name was Lucie Anastasia, and yeah, I think I like lied about it for years, and everyone everybody thought that was my middle name. And then the other name that I really liked, this was a little bit later on in life, so kind of like my early teens, was the name Buffy. And I just remember thinking, when I'm older, I'm definitely going to change my name to Buffy. And it was obviously because of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was like everybody's favourite programme in the 90s. Question number 5, your favourite 1-syllable name and your favourite 4-syllable name or longer. So I've got 2 favourite 1-syllable names. They're both boys' names, or one could, well, I suppose they could both be girls' names, but they're boys' names in my head. The first one is James. I just think that's a really nice classic name. And the second one is Jude, which is a name I absolutely adore. And then 4-syllable names, I've gone with a boy's name and a girl's name. So the boy's name is Xavier, and I think that's how you say it. Harry's actually got a friend with this name at school, but everybody calls him Xavi, but I think you pronounce it Xavier, and I just think that's such a cool name. I just think you sound like, I don't know, you sound like Hercules or some sort of Greek god. So yeah, Xavier. And then the girl's name I picked is Angelica, and I actually really liked this name when I was younger because of Rugrats. Number 6, which of your friends or celebrities has a name combination that gives you the most envy? So I immediately knew whose names I would be jealous of. So I'm taking its name combination as like siblings' names together. So I've gone with my lovely friend Giovanna Fletcher's and Tom Fletcher's boys, Buzz and Buddy, because I just think that they are 2 very cool names and they just both go so nicely together, and I'm a bit jealous that I didn't think of Buzz or Buddy when we were naming Harry. Number 7, favourite name based on your favourite season. So I actually had to look this one up on Google because my favourite season is summer, but I didn't want to pick the name summer because I thought that was really obvious. So I was trying to think of names that like reminded me of summer, and then I came across the name Coral, which is obviously coral under the sea, and the sea makes you think of summer, so I thought that that kind of fitted. I think the name Coral is so pretty, and it reminds me of my favourite Instagrammer, Coral Pearl. I'll pop a little link to her Instagram below because it's dreamy and she's just a really lovely person as well. But yeah, her name's Coral, and I just think that that is the most beautiful name. And I also remember her saying that her brother is called Gus, so I just think that they obviously have a name, a like family of cool names, Coral and Gus. Just think that's a nice combination. Number 8, your favourite name from your favourite movie. So I always find this really funny because SJ, who's created this tag, her favourite film is The Sound of Music, and also my favourite film is The Sound of Music, and we always talk about the fact that it's both of our favourite films and that we love Julie Andrews, and I know that she loves all the names in The Sound of Music and I do too, but I had to pick my favourite as Liesl. I just think that the name Liesl is so nice. Again, I think I have a bit of a thing for like those sorts of names, like Elfrida. I love the name Friedrich, and yeah, Liesl kind of goes with that as well. Number 9, a name connected with your favourite food. So this one made me laugh a lot because I have so many favourite foods, and I was trying to think of names related to a roast dinner and I couldn't really get anywhere, so I thought I'd pick my second favourite food, which is cheese, and I'm gonna go with the name Brie. And I just think that the name Brie is such a beautiful name. I think that anyone called Brie is just bound to be very beautiful. I actually know somebody called Brie who is a model, so yeah, it's a beautiful name for a beautiful person. And the very last baby name tag question is a name associated with your hometown. So I live in Hampshire, in a town in Hampshire, and the town where I'm from, Elizabeth Hurley was born here and went to school here, and I know exactly where she lived, just down the road from me. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the name Elizabeth. It's not like one of my favourite names, as in I would pick it for one of my children, but I do think that it's a really beautiful classic British name. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the name Elizabeth because she is definitely associated with my hometown. So that is the very end of this baby name tag. I am gonna tag a few people below that I would love to see do this one, and if you want to take part and you don't have a YouTube channel, then you can take part in the tag below. Just let me know the answers to your questions in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you next time.